Thank you for tuning in to As It Lays. Today's subject is Cheryl Tiegs. Cheryl, thank you for being here.
It's my pleasure.
We'll just get started with the questions.
Okay.
Do you prefer to eat ice cream on a cone or in a cup?
I never eat ice cream. I don't eat ice cream. It drives me nuts. It's so cold.
Who is the best crime-fighting duo of all time?
The best crime-fighting duo. Crime-fighting, not like Bonnie and Clyde. I would say, who fights crime? Can I say George Clooney and Brad Pitt?
Have you ever forgotten an important birthday or anniversary?
I've never forgotten an important birthday or anniversary. Not mine or anyone else's. I always call people on their birthday. No, I wouldn't let anybody forget my birthday or anniversary.
Do you prefer participating in team or individual sports?
Oh, definitely I like individual sports. I don't like the idea of 12 people pounding down the pavement, or down the grass, the field, toward me, and I've got a ball in my hand. That would terrify me. So, individual sports. I like things that are more meditative, hiking. I like tennis, but swimming, yoga.
If you were pulled over for speeding, how would you try to get out of the ticket?
Every time I'm pulled over for speeding, I always get a ticket. I just say, I know I was going 100 miles an hour, and I always get a ticket. There was one day I drove from Sun Valley down to Las Vegas. I got 4 tickets. And the last one, the policeman said, I can't put you down for going 100. He said, I'm going to put it down for 90, otherwise I'd have to take you to jail. So, 4 in one day. I couldn't drive over the speed limit for years because they would take my license away.
What is your karaoke song?
My favorite song of all time, I'm not a great singer, is At Last by Etta James. And sometimes I sing it in the shower, but not even karaoke.
Does blood run thicker than water?
Well, I have such a literal mind that I'm thinking, yes, literally blood runs thicker than water. Well, there's no question. Defending your family, loving your family, and that comes first in life.
How do you feel about online dating?
I think online dating is great. I guess people used to meet at bars, which is not a good thing, or at the gym. I think online dating is fabulous because they screen all the people for you. You just go and you have a glass of wine with someone. It's an adventure, whether you like that someone or not. You learn something. So I've never done it, but I would like to, but I won't.
What is the most spiritual place you've ever visited?
Oh, I've been to so many spiritual places. I lived in Kenya, East Africa, for 4 or 5 years. And to be out on the plains of Africa, it just goes on forever. And then there's the sky, and it is just breathtaking. Maybe the most spiritual, though, would be the Swiss Alps. I stayed, my son went to school there, so I would go there quite a bit, and stay in a hotel, walk out on the balcony, and there would be the Swiss Alps, and it was like, okay. I mean, you're much older than me. You're going to be here before, after I'm gone, and they're just so strong and powerful that I would make it a point to hike as much as I could and get all that really good energy.
Do you feel your age?
I don't feel my age. Sometimes I do. I think that I've gathered a lot of wisdom along the way. I'm pretty strong, though, and knock on wood, haven't been injured. I do yoga, great balance from both yoga and modeling. I lift weights, I hike, I go to the gym, so I'm pretty strong. Do I feel my age? Maybe. No, I don't. I think I'm young for my age.
When going to a party, do you prefer to be over or underdressed?
When I go to a party, I like to feel underdressed. But if I'm overdressed, I don't care. It doesn't really matter to me. I don't think it matters as much. I'm not trying to dress for anyone else as long as I feel good.
Have you ever lied on your resume or in a job interview?
I've never had to lie for a job interview or on a resume, and nor would I. I'm from Minnesota, and we don't lie.
As a child, did you have an imaginary friend?
No, when I was growing up, I didn't have an imaginary friend. I had a dog, I had a sister, I had two great parents, and they kept me busy. I used to rock my head back and forth to go to sleep, though. That's kind of odd.
What are your thoughts on Las Vegas?
Oh, God. I don't really like Las Vegas, but my son, since he was a little kid, until now he's 20, he could care less, he wanted to go to Las Vegas for his birthday. So I'd pick him up from school at 3, drive through the Mojave Desert, we'd stay in Las Vegas. There's a lot of things for kids these days, the shows, the swimming pools, the slides. It's actually fun with my son, period, over and out. I can live without Las Vegas.
Whose biography would you be most excited to read?
It's funny, I'm such an autobiography freak. I just finished Keith Richards, which was fantastic. I just finished Steven Tyler's Aerosmith, which was interesting. They're all different. Jane Fonda's was okay. I would probably like to read Teddy Roosevelt's, after all the rock stars.
Are you a member of any private clubs?
I'm not a member of any club. Exercise, but not a disco dance restaurant club. No, I'm not. No.
Do dreams come true?
Yes, dreams do come true. In the last year, I like last year so much, I started thinking of things that I wanted to come true, and they came true. It was really bizarre. Little things, big things, maybe a phone call from someone.
It was really odd. And so now I'm starting to think, well, whatever I think is going to come true, so I better take advantage of that. They were all sweet things, not objects, not a car rolling down the driveway, with a bow on it, but...
As a teenager, did you ever sneak out of the house at night?
Yes. As a teenager, I did sneak out of the house at night. I would go over to my girlfriend's house, which was only 2 doors down from my parents' house, and at 2 in the morning we would hop the fence, go through a neighbor's yard, and circle the block. Now, we're two young girls, just strolling around up on Main Street or whatever. Not a good idea, not very safe. We didn't go anywhere, it was just our goal. And then we got back and we had to pass by my house. I was so scared, and my parents' bedroom was right there, so I was a little scared. Stupid.
Is it important for a couple to share the same political beliefs?
Oh, no, I don't think. Look at Matlin and what's his name?
Those have totally different ideas, and they're a great couple. James Carville and his wife. No, I know this much about politics. Some people know this much, and some people. I really try to keep up as much as I can, and I know a lot, but I don't care if anybody disagrees.
Do you have a lucky number?
My lucky number is 7, and then 11, but definitely 7.
What do you want the world to know about Cheryl Tiegs?
I would want the world to know, and I don't know if they know, that I really do try to be nice to everybody. Again, it's my Minnesota roots. I made a conscious goal about 15, 18 years ago to find something good about everybody and to be nice to everyone I meet, no matter who it is. I'm not perfect, and there have been times I've slipped, but that's my goal. Kindness, goodness.
Well, that's all the time we have for today.
Oh.
Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for watching.